What is up, everybody? I'm of course the one and only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing the Legion, and today, guys, I'm coming to you guys with a crazy Trickstar deck. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because, of course, the ban list dropped just the other day, and because of this, you know, this means that we do have to change up our decks a little bit, but it also means that some of the cards that have been banned for a really long time have finally been able to be played. So that's why I thought to revisit one of my favorite fun little decks. This, of course, is Trickstar's, but with the Brilliant Engine, but this one has a little bit more of an even bigger twist than my last one. This one is even more wackier. Now, unfortunately, I do have to give you guys this deck profile using the online method because, unfortunately, I have not received all the cards that it takes to actually build my proper one and also this one. The reason that being is because I ordered off TCG Player and they can take up to, you know, it was supposed to be a week and it's already been 2 weeks, so, you know, already on that. And for my other cards, I have to wait till the 26th. So when all those cards come in, it might be to the end of the month. You know, that is when I'm going to be bringing you guys an updated version of my Trickstar deck. When you guys really want to see that, of course, I'll be always happy to make those decks for you guys. But of course, guys, just for today, I thought, why not make it really fun and show you guys the Trickstar Brilliant Crazy Predator Plant Engine infused with it deck. I was messing around with this online, and you'll be seeing some duel videos as a sign-off at the very end. But of course, guys, at the end of the day, I just hope you guys enjoy this deck. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Okay, everyone, so here we go. As I said, this, of course, is my crazy Trickstar Brilliant Infused Predator Plant Engine made into it as well deck. This deck is absolutely stupidly funny, and you know, I thought why not make it for you guys because it is really fun to play. Now, of course, to start us off, we're of course running the triple Candina, triple Lycris, and one Lilybell. That is pretty much generic lineup for every single Trickstar deck. If you're playing Trickstar Sky Strikers even at this day now, or if you're playing, you know, any other Trickstar deck, you want to have this particular lineup. I don't agree with putting in more than Lilybells. I don't agree with taking out Lycris, and you know, Candina is just your absolute must searcher, so you've got to be running it 3. Of course, it is the Stratos of the deck, and now that Stratos is back, you know, it's amazing this card is still at 3, and Stratos wasn't also put at 3, because this is the Trickstar version of Stratos, of course. Now, moving on from that, we've of course got the Predator Plant Brilliant Engine. I put this in just for a little goof, but it's actually worked really, really well. It's got 3 Scorpios, 1 Cobra, and you know, the Brilliant Engine down here. Now, this is really fun. Unfortunately, yes, Mech Knight Invoker has been banned. I didn't actually have a problem with it because I ended up using the Cobra and the Predator Plant to go into other combos, which you'll see in the duel video, because I actually did open this up a few times. Even though, you know, sometimes it can brick in your hand, this is, as I said, the fun build. Moving on from that, we've of course got the Trick Clown and the Garnet, because those two are your targets, plus Trick Clown being able to send it, you pay 1,000, bring it back. There is so much opportunities with this card. Honestly, you could run it in the normal Trickstar deck if you really wanted, and just be able to go summon and go into those link combos if you really wanted. It's up to you if you're willing to pay that 1,000 life points just to be able to have that defense. Then, of course, I'm running the triple Mind Control because taking your opponent's monsters is absolutely fun, especially if you're going into the Nightmare combos, which is still available. Even though Goblin has been hit, we can still go into Cerberus, we can still go into Phoenix, we can still go into Unicorn. You know, Goblin is, of course, one of the big ones, but still being able to take your opponent's monster and use it for something you want is absolutely mint. And then, of course, that one card Destruction. This card is broken. If you guys haven't already seen my combo video last week, or, you know, not even last week, it was just the other day, where I showed you guys a card Destruction Wicked combo of all it takes is 4 cards, and that was just the other day. It wasn't even last week. It was absolutely mint, and we can actually pull it off in this deck if you guys really want to. Then, of course, double Polar Desires for that draw power, because as you can see, you know, it's absolutely great to get into the draw power. Yes, we do run a few one-offs, but they're one-offs that don't really matter. I mean, primarily, yes, you don't want to be activating Brilliant Fusion before you activate your Pot of Desires, but if you brick and you actually get Garnet in your hand, you know, using Pot of Desires is perfectly fine, and it's actually an easier way to get around those annoying hands you don't want. Then, of course, triple chain summoning, because I love this card. I'm going to continue to keep on playing this card until, you know, someone tells me otherwise. And even if people tell me otherwise, or somebody proves to me how bad it is, which I do not find it bad whatsoever. I've seen a lot of people not play it, but to me, it's absolutely a mint card, because, you know, you can chain on anything. You could even go, activate Mind Control, chain Lycris in your hand, chain summoning. Bam. You could go, activate Light Stage, target one of his cards, chain Lycris in your hand, bam. Chain summoning. Pretty much, as long as you can make Lycris your second chain to basically anything that you want to activate, you know, you can always use chain summoning. It's absolutely mint. As long as you know you haven't activated a card like Scapegoat or Brilliant Fusion to be able to try and do those additional summons, that of course won't work for you. But of course, guys, we're still running the double Scapegoat because the combos are still absolutely there. Although, yes, running 3 was absolute great, running 2, it doesn't really stop you because, yeah, it can actually clutter in your hand at 3, but at the same time, you know, you're only really wanting to resolve maybe one of these per game. If you're resolving more than, you know, 2, then you got to think about what you're doing, because honestly, after you activate 1, you should have been able to either annihilate your opponent, or if you activate 1 just for defense and activate another one, and then use the combos, primarily, as soon as you go into those combos, you should be able to win the game, unless you don't have the stuff that you need. Moving on though, we've of course got the 3 Brilliant Fusions, as I said. This is the Brilliant Predator Plant, you know, insane Trickstar deck. It's absolutely beautiful. This card is great because you can just send cards from your deck, so it doesn't make you have to have it in your hand, which is always fun. Triple Light Stage to be able to go into the searches that you want, and double Terraforming to be able to search the Light Stage. Yeah, getting our Terraforming hit, but, you know, they gave us card destruction, so Konami helped us and also didn't help us at the same time. It all depends on how you want to look at it. 1 Regeki and 1 Monster Reborn just for that board wipe and take your opponent's monster. Honestly, there is a combo I did use Monster Reborn in to get Borreload Dragon in, and that combo is in, of course, the loop of, you know, the dual reel that will be at the very end. So if you guys want to see that, you gotta make sure to stay tuned for that. Then, of course, 3 Reincarnations, because this card is a must in every Trickstar deck. And, of course, 3 Disturbance Strategies, honestly, just for the extra burn. And I was messing around with this just to play it out. You know, this is a card that you can absolutely side out if you really wanted. If you want to side these out for draws, absolutely, go ahead. You can still do the combo and all that, do the draw and lock combo. I was just doing this as a fun little burn combo, and it worked out really, really well. And then, of course, moving on to the extra, we've got Seraph Knight for the additional summon. Break Sword, you know, just to pop something. Your generic Borreload, you know, Raiouza, Firewall Dragon. Just your big boss monsters that you can always use to get around any problem. Unicorn, you know, Phoenix and Cerberus, just to get around those annoying boards that you don't really want. Plus, it helps with the combos and gives you the ability to draw quite a bit. 1 Holy Angel, I love this card. I know a lot of people don't like running it, but it's just a nice filler card. And plus, you know, if you ever want to just get rid of a card and put in Eater of Millions into this deck, you know, that's one of your targets, so you can absolutely do that too. 1 Proxy Dragon, you know, just as a little combo extender. 1 Hyperstar, 1 Apprentice Witchling, or as it's actually known in our game, it's Wee Magician Apprentice. It's like so stupidly named. But that's just, you know, if you want to go into that combo with Scorpio and that, because you can easily bring that out. 1 Underclock Taker just to, you know, have a nice card out. And, you know, Link Rebo and Link Spider. Link Rebo because, you know, you got those scapegoats, and Link Spider once again, scapegoats. And basically that's all the deck really takes. You'll be seeing a few duel videos, as I said, but before I show you that, I do want to, of course, go into the side deck, which, as you can see, this is not a complete side deck. This is, once again, just a few personal options that you guys can pick if you really want. Such as, you know, Honest, it powers up your cards, which is always fun. Ash and Droll, because the generic hand traps in this game to this very day. Dark Hole, being able to board wipe your opponent. Called by the Grave. Now, this card isn't just to get around hand traps. You can also banish a card in your opponent's graveyard that you don't really want to ever see. So it's just a little fun DD Crow. Forbidden Chalice, you know, just target one of those annoying monsters on the field. It has its effects negated, just really fun. Twin Twisters, pop back row. Prohibition, call a card that you never want to verse, and of course this card just stops it from being played. Anti-Spell and Unending Nightmare, stop those pendulum players, stop those annoying cards that are like, as soon as they activate, you get to pop it. So if you're going up against a mirror match and they've got, you know, Trickstar Light Stage, just keep on using Unending Nightmare. It's absolutely fun. But of course, guys, that's all the deck is. That's what the deck really fun is. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the duel videos a lot more, which is coming up in a little bit. But of course guys, before I show you them, I do of course have to say, as always, I hope you guys just enjoyed this wacky little deck. I try and make these decks a little bit random, a little bit more fun. I like to go a little bit more in depth, so that's why the video does run long a little bit sometimes. But you know, I want to be explaining my card choices. I don't want to just be like, yeah, I run this, and this, and this, and this, and then you guys be like, well, why do you run it? I don't want that. I actually want to explain, as I said, and you know, it just makes it a lot more fun, and hopefully it helps you guys, you know, understand, well, if I don't want to play like that, that's perfectly fine. Take out this for this. For example, as I said, if you don't want to play Disturbance strategy, put in Droll, that's one option. If you don't want to be running the whole Predator Plant engine, fine, put in Hand Traps, or, you know, if you want to be a little bit different, put in 3 Drolls, put in 3 Ashes, and then put in 3 Eater of Millions if you really wanted that. Or put in 2 Eater of Millions and a Dark Hole if you didn't want to run the whole Disturbance and Predator Plant engine, but still run the Brilliant Fusion. It's up to you guys, you know. Just put in a nice little mixture, or if you guys have your own kind of taste that you like putting into decks, comment down below some of your ideas. I would love to hear them, guys. But of course, guys, this is just my interpretation. This is just a fun little deck I wanted to bring you guys today, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, guys, as always, before I sign off, I do want to say, I hope you guys just keep on smiling, enjoy the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever TCG you play, because at the end of the day, that's what I want for every single one of you guys. But of course, guys, that ends it for me, the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing the Legion, signing off, and hopefully you will enjoy these duel videos coming at you right now.